Price demanded.
Price to by consumers.
Yes, the price demanded, yes. And PS, the price that the supplier is willing to take, right? Great, PS, PQ, very important. Of course, in general, we denote them by the same letters. We denote all of this by the same letter Q, right? And here also by the same letter P, but the context, very important. The context will tell you whether we are talking about the PS or PD, depending on the context, right? If we are talking about the demand, then you know that the Q will be the quantity demanded and the P will be the corresponding price. If the setting, if the context is about the supply, then you will understand that Q will refer to QS and the price will refer to PS. The context will tell you where you are. Now, when we solve this, system of equations, we find the value of P and the value of Q at equilibrium, right? P will be the price at equilibrium and Q the quantity at equilibrium. Let's take here an example. Given on page 18, right? Page 18. The demand and supply functions for a certain product are given as QD. Let's say here, put it QD equals. Are you with me? Please, can you go on page 18? 210 minus 3.5. This is PD, yeah. PD. So sometimes we can even delete this notation is DD. And QS, the quantity supplied, is equal to, yes, negative 90. Yes,
plus 4 PS.
Good, plus 4 PS, great. The meaning here is the following, right? If the price is PD, right? PD, then this is the quantity that will be able to that the company will be able to sell. QD will be, this will be the demand, right? If the price increases, if PD increases, as you can see, then only few products will be sold, right? Now look at the supply function. Negative 90 plus 4 PS, right? If PS increases, of course, the supplier will be will have more incentive to supply more products, right? If PS increases, if you are the seller, right, and the price of your product increases, of course you will have to sell. You will be pushed to sell more products to have more to get more money, right? Great. Now, okay, then now find here the equilibrium. Find or determine the equilibrium for this market. What will be the equilibrium price and what will be the equilibrium quantity, right? At equilibrium, we have find P and Q. When we have equilibrium. Right? What happens now at equilibrium again? What do we mean by equilibrium here? So what do we solve? Which equation do we solve here? Two of them.
QD equals to QS.
Yes, QD equals the quantity demand will be exactly the quantity produced, right? You can see somehow this is true in real life, you know, the demand and the supply. Well, after some time, there will be like equilibrium will be attained, right? When the demand is very high, of course, somehow the supply will come in, and after some time, things will start to move closely and to attain equilibrium. And we solve it again. This is one equation. The second one will be also the price, right? The price demanded will be a PD, or will be the same as PS. Now we solve then this. And this we can denote it by Q. What is PD now? Now we solve, we go back to PD. It's 210 minus, continue please, we are nearly 3.5.
3.5 PD.
PD. Now we do not, now instead of putting again, okay, let me put here PD there. Yes, thank you. Equals,
okay.
Equals QS will be negative 90.
Minus
yes, please
90.
follow carefully how to solve this system. Plus P plus 4PS, right? Now, at equilibrium, these two quantities are also the same. PD and PS are the same, right? And then we simply replace them by the same letter, P, right? So we replace these two, PD and PS, by the same letter, P. And then what we then obtain? We have 210 minus 3.5 P. Now I use the same letter as I said, right? P equals negative 90 plus 4P. Why do I use the same letter P for the two prices? Because they are the same, right? At equilibrium, PD and PS are the same. Now we solve this. Now we solve this simple equation with only one variable, which is P. Then we have the following. Take this here, right? And 20 can go that side. You remember how to solve a system with one equation, I mean one unknown. Negative 3.5 P, right? Minus 4P. This 4P comes here, it changes the sign. Clear? Equals, please, who can continue, please?
Minus, okay, 90 plus
90
plus 210.
Yes, plus 210. Yes, yes.
Plus 10. Yes.
Change, when you change the, I mean,
Minus 210. So
sorry,
should be
so
minus.
changes.
Not that.
minus.
Minus 210.
Oh yes, sure, minus, yes. Come on, yes. Thank you. Yes, baby, what's wrong? Okay, great. No problem. Now here we have negative 3.5, negative 4. This will be what? Negative 7.5, right? Right. Right, 7.5 P equals, what is this? Negative 90, negative 210.
Minus 300.
Minus 300. Yes. It's like you owe 90 rand and you owe another 210 rand, so you owe 300, right? That's how I teach my children how to add negative numbers. You're simply adding a debt. Negative 90, you borrow 90, you borrow 210, so you have borrowed 300, right? Okay, P equals what now? So we can now divide. We have negative 300 divide by
minus 7,
yes, comma 5, and we know. Okay, now fine. This is what is the answer? Negative negative will be plus. What is the answer there? Please calculate that.
40.
40, yes.
The answer is 40.
Yes, you can use your calculator to find that. 40, exactly. Okay, now P is 40. This is so at equilibrium, the price will be exactly 40 rand per unit. Now we find out the quantity. Now, what will be the quantity supplied? It will be the same thing as the quantity demanded. QD equals to QS, right? And we simply denote it by the same letter, Q. How do now they find Q? Now we can go back. We go back to the demand equation. Here, look. Back here we can use, yes. We can, this is QD, right? We replace now P by PD by is what is PD again? What is
40.
Mhm.
You mean the
40, yes.
price?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, the price is 40 minus 3.5 times 40. What is that? 3.5 times
Get it,
40.
160. That 4 times 40, 160.
Yes. And the answer will be
70.
this will be, yes, 2010 minus 3.5 times 40 will be what is the answer here? 120 plus 21 and 40, yes, 140, right? And the answer is 70, right? Are you all following, please? I hope so, even if it's time for your dinner, 70, right? Now, look also, if we also compute the quantity supplied, what will be the answer? Take 90,
Plus
right? Plus 4 times PS. What is PS?
40.
Yes, it's also 40 because the price for the money will be the price of the value of us for the supply, right? 40. Great. Yes, right. Then we get again negative 90 plus 140, 160. The answer is again 70, right? See, the same thing here, right? Here is 70, also here 70, as you could expect. Right, then at equilibrium, the price will be equal to 40, and the quantity will simply be equal to 70. Right, that's how you do. That's how you find the price and quantity at equilibrium. Right, our time is definitely. Maybe if we can simply summarize, at equilibrium, the price demanded will be equal to the price for the supplier. And also, yes, my boy, how are you? And also, the quantity demanded will also be equal to the quantity supplied for Q equal QS. You solve this and you find one value for P, one value for P and one value for Q. This is what we have. This is how we solve this. This is how we find the equilibrium point, right? It's time, and unfortunately, see you again on Wednesday. Please go through the assignment. If you have any question that is hard, bring it to us on Wednesday. Right? Any question before we close, please? Yes, please.
Prof, before you leave,
Yes,
I don't
please.
know what happened. We had a situation whereby we were on the other link and you're on the other side. So if Musinkomo didn't join, we were gonna be confused and be still staying. So
Yes,
how do we know when you shift?
Very, very good. What happened is that I think it was my mistake, or it was a mistake of one of the. I saw one student. I started a meeting. I was the first one to start a meeting, just one, right? And when I started,
I joined.
after I went out, after a few minutes, someone also started another meeting. And so there were two meetings running at the same time. And I saw that everybody went to that meeting, and I also jumped to the second meeting. So I didn't know that some guys were still waiting on the previous one. So what we'll do now next time, please don't start any meeting, even if you are early. Don't start any meeting. Join the one that I have already started. I don't know if that will be enough, but I'll always ask my colleagues who are with me here to help me to monitor, please, because there are too much uncertainty, and too much unknown or about all these teams issue. I will ask, please, to try to monitor. If you see anyone somewhere, please alert me that we can be able to. I don't know if my colleague can answer that question, maybe better than myself. But I'm sorry for those guys who, for you guys who were not able to join the meeting on time. Hopefully, we will improve next time. I apologize for the delay.
Hi, Professor. I just wanted to know if there's access to the recordings for the other online classes. The first time I'm joining, but is there any access to links for other classes that might have been recorded?
We've had, yes, so far we had only now 2 classes. This is the second one. I don't know if we remember to record the first one. I don't remember, but if yes, then it should be somewhere here on the chart. Please, can you, if you have access to that first session, can you please put it here on the chart that everybody can be able to access it? But
Sorry, Prof.
Yes.
Next time, also give us access to chat, because at the moment we don't have access to chat.
Why? I don't know why you should have access to chat. Why that is the case? My admin, I think this. Yes, please. I'll ask my colleague to have a look at that. You should be free to, of course. Why not? Mr. Phillips, I'm sorry. I'll try to see if I can know where the record is, and we'll see how we can give you access to that. But definitely you didn't lose much, because it was the first session, and I think we didn't do enough.
Will it be sent via the announcements, or will it be sent by email? What forum, under what forum will the links to any recordings be sent? How will the recordings be shared?
It should be here on Teams, on this group. I think on this team group.
Okay. I understand. When the recording has been completed, then we will have access to it as well. Okay.
Exactly. Yes. Wonderful.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, guys. At the time, I have some issue to also with the family. I'm sorry, we have to stop here. Please, thank you for coming today. This is the first time I have such a big attendance. I hope next time it will be even much better. Thank you so much for joining tonight, and see you again on Thursday. I wish you will pass the module. Please work through all the text of the module. If you have any question, even any question from the assignment that you find challenging, feel free to bring it here. We can have. I can give you some hint and on how to solve it. Thanks so much, and enjoy the rest of the night.
Okay. Sorry, you said before you leave, confirm the class. The next class course earlier you said Wednesday. Now you say Thursday.
No. I said Wednesday, please. Wednesday. We'll be meeting Monday and Wednesday, please. I'm sorry if I confused Thursday. It's Wednesday, please. After tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Excellent. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Guys.
Hi guys. Hi guys. Sorry,
WhatsApp group.
sorry guys. If anyone recorded